The movie starts with a look at what happened 15 years ago. Several guards keep a close eye on a storage area. Not long after that, two crooks named Nikki and Elia showed up out of the blue. Both of them want to steal a mechanical heart for Ma. They both fought with the guards there, and in one of the cases, they found a fake heart. But when they tried to get away, a group of agents quickly stopped them. So, if they want to get out, they have to beat the lawyers. Unfortunately, the spies were much stronger than Nikki and Elia, so it was thought that they couldn't fight them. Elia also told Nikki to get away first by bringing a fake heart for Makia to wear while she fought the others alone to buy Nikki time to get away. Then the scene jumps to the present. Inside a ship in the city of Siberia, robots are trying to kill a man named Oman. Then, Oman hid in one of the plane's rooms. When he was caught, he called his contact, Ali, Bahar, and Alicia. All three of them rushed to Oman's plane right away. When they got on the plane, Bar used a tool to make holes in it. The three of them went through one of the holes just as one of the robots hit Hoffman with a hammer. At first, the three of them were able to beat all of the robots there. However, there was one robot that could still move, and it threw a bomb that caused one side of the plane to explode. Oman was sucked out of the plane when the blast happened, and one of the plane's engines was also injured. Alicia quickly found Hoffman and saved him while Bahar put a shield on the side of the plane that was injured, and Ali went to the plane's pilot to take control. But when Oi wanted to use his Irish power, he couldn't use it. When the plane was getting out of control, a second spy called Fit arrived just in time. He was able to control the plane with his new Irish skills, which shocked Ollie because he could use his Irish outside of the plane. There is also a second spy named Bobby who saves Hoffman. After that, everyone is safe because the plane lands safely. After that, Ollie went to see agents Dai Young and Gauze, who turned out to be the same agents from the beginning of the movie. Ollie talked to them about Fit and Bobby's new Irish. They also said that Ma's people had made a new version of Irish called Irish Neo, which is more complex than Ollie's Irish. But Irish Neo is still being tested, so only Fit and Bobby are using it. Gauze told Ollie to be careful with his Irish because Ollie's Irish has override mode, which can be used to control all nearby systems. But this alternative mode can also cause the user to black out. Then Dai Young said that she had a way to fix Ollie's problem with the override mode. She added data to the Irish Neo override mode, which made it easier for the user to control. Ollie then asked if his Irish couldn't anymore. Then Dai Young said that Ollie would get a new Irish after Fit and Bobby finished this trial stage. Next, the action goes to Ollie's house. Ollie's father is a single parent, and it looks like he works a lot, so he can't pay attention to Ollie like most parents do with their kids. Soon after that, Victor's mother brought Santa to his house for everyone to eat while they all ate Santa together. Ollie is envious of Victor's mother because she takes care of her son a lot. Ollie, on the other hand, has never felt like his father, who is still working, cared about him more. Ollie found a box in the warehouse at night, so he took it to his room. When he opened it, he found that it was full of his mother's things. Leah, the woman who stole the artificial heart for Ma at the beginning of the movie, is Ollie's mother. In the box, Ollie also found a flash drive with a bird on it. But when Ollie tried to open the flash disk, he found that he couldn't. Agent Bauer called Ollie, who had just woken up in the morning, and told him to get there quickly because something had gone wrong. Bahar told Ollie where to go, and Ollie went there right away on his bike. When he got there, he found out that Bahar had tricked him because he wanted Ollie to eat with Alicia at a restaurant. When he got there, Ollie showed Bakar the flash disk he had found. A short time later, Alicia showed up with a Sue. Becker told Oi at that place that the three workers at the restaurant were part of General Rama's group and took care of Alicia when she was a child. During the waiter's show, Ollie, Bar, and Alicia stumbled into the Ma agent's main offices. It was Ollie's first time there. Ollie met General Rama, who told them that they had a job to do. Oman was the first person to find the Ma agent, and he was also the first mayor of Siberia. General. Then, Rama told Oi, Alicia, and Bakar to find a man named Ongbear, because Ongbear had something to do with the robot that tried to kill Hoffman on the plane. When they got the order, all of the agents on duty went to find Ongbear living. Before she left, Bahar told the general that Ollie had started asking about his mother. The next place is a music bar. People see Ongbear singing and buying guns from Madame Coop. Soon, Bahar came and dressed as a waiter, and then all the other Ma officers did the same. But Abe was able to get away. Then Ollie gave chase, but Nikki and her men, who wanted to take Ongbear's illegal guns, showed up out of nowhere. When Ollie and Nikki were about to fight, Ollie noticed that Nikki's earring looked a lot like the logo on his mother's flash disc. Ollie lost his focus, and Nikki hit him right away. When Oi Nikki saw Ollie's friends coming, he used his super scooter to run away from Oi chase Nikki without thinking about his main goal. Alicia came and helped him. Ollie fell off his bike and passed out there as he chased him. Then, Nikki took Ollie to her house to give him a treat. When he woke up there, all he wanted to know was if Nikki's earrings looked like the logo on his mother's flash disc. Nikki then started to talk about how she first met Ollie. Ollie came back then to save Nikki and make fun of you all. Elia also gave Nikki a prosthetic leg, which changed her whole life. The two also took over Azurium to help the people on the edge, who had to use Azuri to get power and water. But now it is hard to get Azurium, especially since Ollie has left. After hearing all of that, he thought that his mother had a good purpose to help the people on the edges, and that it was time for him to finish what she had started. Nikki told Ollie to go back to his base after that. Nikki gave Ollie a cell phone right before she left so that he could call her. Ollie then went back to see Bahar to be with Alicia. Bahar told Ollie off for not focusing on his main goal. Thankfully, Alicia was able to catch Ong Bear and bring him to the base. General Rama asked Ong Bear a lot of questions. Then he said who the real planner behind Oman's plan to kill him was. Vikram is an important person in Oman's government. After General Rama found out this, he told his spies to sneak into the test tower without getting caught. When they all got in, Ollie was the only one who didn't get the job. Agent Fit told Ollie to do nothing and just stand in the corner of the room. But when Ollie leaned on a figure, he found a secret door. While everyone was looking through the secret room, Ollie took a picture of the Azurium and sent it to Nikki to let her know that there was a lot of Azurium in the test tower. Nikki and her men got ready to steal Azurium from Beta Tower after getting a message from Ollie. Through this move, Ollie is helping. While in his car, Vikram noticed that someone was getting into his building. He turned on the safety robot in the test building right away. Nikki and the others were finally able to get Azurium. When a robot was about to kill Nikki, Ollie used override mode to save her. He orders the robots to attack Vikram and his men right away, which helped them all get away with a lot of Azu. All of the suburbs were very happy and thankful to Ollie for helping them get Azurium. There Ollie also met Ma, and Ma gave him a hug right away. She was very thankful to him and his mom for all the help they gave her. The scene then goes to the main office of Agent Ma. When their Hoffman found out that Vikram was the real brain behind his plan to kill him, he was very angry. Hoffman told the agents of Ma to arrest him and find all of the Azurium he had stashed. But Ollie already knew where the Azurium was and told Nikki. By the time the Ma agent got there, Nikki and her people had already taken the Azurium. Ollie did all of this without realizing that Vikram could not be locked up if there was no proof. Alicia shows proof that Ollie has been taking from Azurium in other groups the whole time, even though she already knew Ollie had left and told them he didn't want to be a spy anymore. Bobby was hiding out on the other side of the restaurant and heard everything that was said. Ollie found out that Mata's agent was following him on the way home. Ollie then went into a small store there. He talked to Becker, then told him that Mata was already aware of what he had done. Soon after, two Ma agents showed up to arrest Ollie, but Bahar stopped them right away. Ollie called Nikki to ask for help while he was on his way. Nikki then told Ollie to come to her house so she could keep the agents who were after him away. Before Ollie could get to Nikki's house, Bobby found him in a mall and the two of them got into a fight. Bobby was defeated by Ollie, who kicked him to the ground and broke his eyeglasses. Seeing that Bobby was already on the ground, Agent Fit finally came to arrest Ollie. When Oi was almost at Nikki's place, a Fit's agent jumped out from behind him, took Ollie's iris, and beat him up right away. Fit tried to kill Ollie, but Bar and Alicia came to us and stopped him. But Oi was able to get away and go to Nikki's. After Oi was able to get into Nikki's apartment, she shut the door right away, which let us out. Fit, who tried over and over to catch Ollie, couldn't figure out where he was with his iris Neo. After that, Nikki and her men showed up and beat Fit up right away. But before Nikki was hit, she let Fit's iris Neo go and took it. But it turns out that Nikki and her guys didn't just beat Fit. They fought back, too, R and Alice, knocking them both out and watching them die. Ollie was sad to see him get beat up, so he asked Nikki why she did that to all of his friends. But Nikki said she would do anything to keep her people safe. Ollie was very angry because he thought Nikki had gone too far. Then Ollie took her iris and tried to attack Nikki, but he failed, and Nikki tied them all up. Nikki was wearing complete armor made from Azurium when Ollie woke up. She thanked Ollie because he brought Fit to her, which let her get Iris Neo, which she can now control. Ollie also wondered how she could control the Irish when the Irish was made to fit its use. Nikki said that she could use Irish Neo because Ollie had given her Ollie's flash disk. It turns out that Irish was first made by Ollie's mother. So what really happened when Elia tried to stop the agents at the beginning of the movie was that she was not hurt. Instead, they chose Ollie to be one of the spies because they saw how much she could do. Nikki saw all of this and felt cheated, so she got angry and turned. One day, Nikki fired a rocket at the first building to destroy it, but Leah stopped her because she was afraid that harmless people would be hurt. In the end, they got into a fight. Elia surrounded Nikki at first, but when she had a chance, Nikki struck Elia and took the rocket controller from her. Then Nikki hit the button to send the rockets toward the first building. Elia couldn't stand to think about how many innocent people would die, so she used the override mode to blow up the rocket in the sky, but she had to die because she used too much power. At that time, they were all shocked. But Ollie was especially shocked because he had just found out that Nikki was the reason his mother had died. Vikram comes into the room from outside. He is looking for Nikki. He doesn't believe that Nick is to blame for the loss of his business. Then Nikki goes outside to meet Vikram and beats him. Ollie, who is still tied, thinks about his mother's death while he is in the room. His regrets help Nikki become strong. When Alicia sees Ollie crying, she tries to cheer him up and get him going so he can get up and figure out what's wrong. Makia soon came in and tied everyone up. Ollie then gave Makia a hug and told her how grateful he was for her help. Then Maya gave Ollie's Irish back to him. The scene then goes to a venue where Oman gives a speech to his people. Nikki and her men came to kill Oman when they attacked. Nikki's robots circled Oman, but Ollie and his friends were there to help. Bar pulled out his shield right away to protect Oman. Then they got into a fight, but Nick was so strong that he was too much for Ollie and Bahar. Nikki was lucky that a lot of men came to fight her. The agents were winning the fight and had beaten Nikki, but Nikki went crazy and took control of the Alada agents who were using Irish. When Ollie saw that, he used his override mode to easily beat Nikki. Ollie was able to beat the spies that Nikki was in charge of, but in the end, Nikki still wins over Ollie. Ollie met his mother in the Irish world while he was out of his mind. Then, his mother told him why Ollie couldn't use override mode to control himself, because Ollie's mother was in charge when he was in override mode. He was afraid of things he couldn't face when he was in override mode. Nikki's mother told him that he could beat Nikki because the Irish is not great because of its type, but because of the person who uses it. When Nikki heard that Ollie's spirit had returned, he felt sure that he could fully control the override mode, but his mother's data in Irish would disappear. Ollie didn't want to do it at first because he couldn't see or talk to his mother anymore, but his mother still persuaded Ollie to fight Nikki to save many people. Nikki was about to shoot Hoffman, so the scene changed to her. Nikki's gun fell to the ground as soon as Ollie got back up. Now Ollie is back with a new power that is much stronger because he has full control over the bypass mode. Ollie was also able to get rid of all the Neo-Irish that the MA officers used. Then Ollie used his new strength to fight with Nikki. Nikki, who had just lost badly, tried to kill herself by setting off her Azuri armor, but Ollie took it away from her. After some time, Ollie and other Ulma spies got together. At the time, Agent Da Young and Agent Gauze punished Ollie for helping the enemy. Ollie is also not allowed to speak Irish ever again. Even so, Ollie takes his penalty seriously and will try to be a better agent. Because Ollie beat Nikki Da Young, Bahar gave him a gift and then took him to a room as a thank you. He showed a video of Ollie's mother at that place. Ollie was glad to see how his mother spent her days as an agent at MA. In short, people who live on the edges of town also get more attention. Now, at the end of the movie, all of the spies are smiling and eating at a restaurant with Ollie. The lesson of this movie is that you shouldn't return someone's kindness with bad. Even if the person who has always been by your side ends up taking a different road. You shouldn't be mad or envious. You should respect the choices other people make, especially if it makes them happy and keeps them on the right path, because greed and revenge will only bring you down.